The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, protects the rights of students with disabilities ages 3 to 21 and mandates that they receive a free, appropriate public education, or FAPE. When a student is determined to be eligible to receive special education services by way of an evaluation, they are entitled to receive specially designed instruction or related services at no cost to the parents. Related services could include occupational therapy, physical therapy, transportation, and other supportive services as required to assist a child with a disability. There are 5 basic steps in special education families, caregivers, and youth with disabilities should be familiar with. Step 1, identification. There are 2 ways a student is identified as possibly needing special education and related services. They are Child Find, a process which requires all school districts to identify, locate, and evaluate all children with disabilities who reside in their district, or a referral by the parent or the school. Step 2, evaluation. Evaluation refers to the process of determining whether a child has a disability and the nature and extent of the special education and related services that the child needs. The evaluation process is initiated by parent request or when the school refers the student. Under IDEA, written parental consent is required, and the school or district must use a variety of assessment tools to evaluate your child. This means one test cannot be used to determine if your child is eligible for services. Step 3, eligibility. Eligibility is determined within 45 school days or 90 calendar days, whichever is less, of receiving written parental consent. In order for a student to be eligible for services, they must be defined as a child with a disability meeting the requirements of one of the 13 disability categories, and because of that disability requires special education or related services. Here's a list of the 13 categories: autism, deaf-blind, developmental delay, emotional disability, hearing impairment, intellectual disability, mild, moderate, or severe, orthopedic impairment, other health impairment, may see physical impairment, preschool speech delay for 3 and 4-year-olds only, speech language impairment, specific learning disability, traumatic brain injury, visual impairment. Keep in mind that the disability category does not drive the services. In order for a student to be determined to have a learning disability, the school or district must take additional steps in the eligibility process. This includes utilizing response to intervention, or RTI, which is a research-based approach to helping children who are struggling. This is to ensure lack of academic progress is not due to poor instruction, curriculum, but rather is the true presence of a specific learning or intellectual disability. Step 4, the IEP team. Team members who must be invited and participate in your child's IEP meeting are: you, as the parent or caregiver, have information critical to your student's success. Be prepared to share your child's strengths as well as the areas where they need assistance. Your input is documented in the IEP and helps the team decide what goals are needed. Your child may attend any meeting you feel is appropriate. In Delaware, your child must be invited to her IEP meeting starting at the age of 14 or when she enters the 8th grade, whichever comes first. If your child does not attend, the school must take steps to ensure that your child's strengths, preferences, and interests were considered. A general education teacher, a special education teacher, a district representative who is knowledgeable about the general education curriculum, qualified to provide or supervise special education services, and who can commit district resources and be able to ensure that whatever services are set out in the IEP will actually be provided. This may be a special education director or supervisor. An individual who can interpret your child's evaluation results as they relate to her instruction, such as a school psychologist or educational diagnostician, and others who have knowledge or special expertise may be invited by the parent or the school. Consider the IEP as both a document and a process. The IEP team works to develop based on the student's needs. The team reviews data considerations, the student's needs, services, and develops annual goals, and discusses additional considerations and the least restrictive environment or placement. Step 5, procedural safeguards. Procedural safeguards outline the rights and responsibilities of families of students with disabilities, as well as the schools and districts who serve them. Procedures outline guidelines around parent participation, parental consent, independent education evaluation, prior written notice, accessing your child's records, observing your child and recording meetings, options for resolving conflicts when there's a disagreement. For more information about special education process, or if you have a specific question about your student, visit our website at pickofdell.org or contact our office at 888-547-4412.